No, I've never taken. No, I've never taken. No, I've never taken a loan actually. Okay, my first business was selling beer to the sixth forms of my school when I was about 14. I started a brewery, and yeah, we had wonderful pressure barrels and fermentation barrels, and we had this line of churning out really horrific beer and selling it to the sixth form, and it gave me enough money to stop doing my paper run. Not technically a company, but a business certainly, and probably highly illegal. The charity technically came before my first proper business. The charity, which was then called Africa Bookcase, started out providing educational resource in Africa, and that I started when I just turned 18, I think. But whilst I was at university, I also ran a business called Bleeding Amateur Entertainment, which basically just organised parties, really. It was a really good laugh, and I made some reasonable money to begin with. Wondering that myself now, why the hell I'm not minted. Well, basically because I don't really know how to spend my money. I have made millions, but I made a reasonable amount of money when I was doing Bleeding Amateur. And to be honest, I had no idea what the hell I was going to spend it on. And so I thought, well, I might as well do something decent with it. And that gave us the money to start up what was then Africa Bookcase, what is now Gemini. I've never taken a loan actually. We built the whole thing on cash, to be honest, which in some ways was probably a really dumb thing to do, and we should have taken finance out quite early on because it meant that the first couple of years of growth was quite difficult. It's only now that we've got enough surplus capital to really start investing in the projects that we need and investing at a level that we can really do things quick enough. I still can't bloody understand half the stuff that my finance team throw at me. Okay, now I can just about, but to be honest, it has been, yeah, it's been a real pain. Not understanding, the difference between net and gross, and understanding between an I&E and cash flow and a SOFA, and etc. etc. So yeah, if you can understand that, you've already got a massive head start. So yeah, some kind of financial literacy would be really important. God, I wish I'd had that. I would go and talk to lots of people, and I'd go and find other people who had lots of £10, and I get together. And working with people, you can do so much more. The amount you can achieve in splendid isolation is not a lot. Go and find some more people with 10 quid. Something that is entrenched within British society really is this fear of failure, and it's frankly a lot. There's just no point if you cannot go through life without taking risk, and if you try and avoid it, and you try and sort of pander to Daily Mail, or you pander to all of this alarmist stuff about not doing school trips, not doing this, that, and the other for fear of all sorts of things, horrible things might happen to you. You're never going to have a life. Just go for it. Really, what have you honestly got to lose? What are the main risks out there? Got a lot of people to give me a lot of advice, and then it was pretty much stick your finger in the air and run off in one direction and hope that was the right one, and then being able to be corrected and eventually find your path. So yeah, making loads and loads of mistakes, but eventually finding the right way. Or at least I hope I'm on the right way now. We'll see. God, loads of people inspire me. Could be really cliched and say my fiance does, but I have to say that should kill me. Who inspires me? Yeah, it's not so much the sort of the multi-millionaires really. It's people that have genuinely done something. Oh, Bob Geldof. I have met him a few times. Very cool bloke. Had a massive falling out with my business partner. That was not a lot of fun. And I think a lot of people go into business with other people, and that's really sensible. You do need to do that, but Christ, I wish I'd actually set the parameters for that relationship, and I wish I'd spent as much time working on that relationship as I did on sort of working with all my different clients, because it meant that we went our separate ways, and only now, like 2 years later, we're beginning to talk to each other again. But it was pretty nasty. People kind of talk about, oh, you should be so naive going into this route. That's rubbish. Just go for it, frankly, because you'll have a completely different perspective if you are naive. And we hadn't got a clue. We did so many things wrong, but it was a good thing, and we trod our own path, and loved every minute of it. Okay, not every minute of it, but most of it.